Something scared it.
Obviously.
The bear?
Probably.
Then let's get moving. Can't be more than half a mile away.
There's plenty of time.
Are you crazy? You're the guy that's in a hurry. You're the guy that's got a plane to catch. We've been looking for this darn bear for a week.
And we finally found him. Look, let's get back to camp. We'll have lunch. We'll work out the map reference, call for the truck, pick up the gun, come back, and we'll get the bear.
He could be 10 miles away by that time. Or he could wander through Muskeg and we'll lose him altogether.
He's moving slowly, look. Eating. Pretty soon he'll fall asleep for a couple of hours. He'll probably be asleep by the time we get back.
You can tell all that from this?
You can tell plenty from an animal's spoor, if you know how.
Why don't we just make sure?
I want him alive.
In the leg, just to make sure he doesn't get far.
No.
Hey guys, you get started, I'll be right there. The potato. This little nutritional powerhouse is packed with a lot of nutrients. Do you know, we've got carbohydrates here, we've got iron, potassium, magnesium, some B vitamins, vitamin C, and we've got fiber if you leave the skin on. And I bet there's something you didn't know. 130 calories for this potato with 0 fat and 0 cholesterol. I love my potatoes every way. Baked, roasted, boiled, and even fried. With all those essential nutrients, they're always a part of my main meal. French fries have to be hands down the favorite. In moderation, they're perfect. So when it comes to our favorite vegetable, it's great affordable nutrition. Just keep it balanced. Now that's food for thought. Okay, guys.
The Balance of Living Well is brought to you by McCain.
Take the shortcut to the game reserve.
George doesn't like anyone to go through the game reserve, even us.
Not without some kind of excuse. But it'll save 10 miles. Who's gonna know? Oh, George will know. He knows everything, especially when you don't want him to.
Anyway, we've got an excuse.
Well, it could just be a campfire.
But it's in the game reserve, and it shouldn't be.
So let's go take a look.
Grub ready?
Yeah.
Good. Just give me a couple of minutes.
You could be wasting your time. That bear could be anywhere by the time we get back.
I told you, he'll be waiting for us.
Just a bush?
You'd be a useful kind of a guy on a safari. I can hear 4 horses.
You kidding?
3 or 4, I just can't be certain. 4.
Hi.
Well, hello there. Just passing through?
Not really. We saw you smoke, and we came to tell you. You're in the game reserve.
Are we?
Didn't you know? Didn't you see the signs?
We knew it was around here somewhere.
Then you better get out of it fast. The chief ranger would have your hide if he knew you were here.
Oh, calm down, kid. We got a government permit.
What for?
Hunting. Now beat it.
Hunting? Out of season? In the game reserve?
I said beat it.
Sit down. My name is Morris. I'm a professional hunter. We'd call a white hunter back home in Kenya.
In Africa?
That's right. I've been asked by a zoo in France to collect certain animals for them, including a North American black bear. That's why we're here.
In the game reserve?
In the country. We just happen to be following a bear into the reserve. We can tell from its spoor, its tracks, if it's the right size and age. So we'll just keep following until it leaves the reserve.
And then?
Knock it out with an anesthetic bullet. Then we call up a truck we've got standing by. It's a special truck with a cage on it. Then we move it to the railroad at Pine Forks. Then we ship it out by rail.
Well, I guess it sounds okay, if you have got a permit.
You can check with Mr. Keaty back at Indian River.
George?
He'll tell you I'm a very respectable guy.
Well, if George knows about you, I guess everything's okay. But we just wanted to make sure.
Sure. Conservation's very important, we know that.
Okay, well, so long.
So long, son.
It's okay. They've got a permit. Hunting? Yeah. Collecting animals for a zoo. Right now they're tracking a bear, waiting till it leaves the reserve.
Poor bear.
How come?
Well, would you like to leave all this and spend the rest of your life in a cage?
Won't go hungry anyhow. I bet that's the one those guys are looking for.
Well, they must have heard us.
Sure.
Well, then why didn't he go away?
Too busy.
You know what? I think that's Joe's bear.
Hey, it could be. No. Joe's bear was smaller.
Oh, it's months since we saw him. He's grown up. Look, I'll show you.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey, look. Remember me? Yeah, I knew you would. Don't worry, we won't let them get you. We'll stop them somehow.
Gonna bring the gun?
Yes,
I thought you told that kid we wouldn't take the bear in the reserve.
that's right.
It's in the reserve now, and you said it wouldn't move far.
Everyone's entitled to change his mind, including bears.
Let's leave the horses here. I guess Kathy better do all the talking. Well, Mike and I'll stay here. Two can talk better than four. Okay, come on, Kathy. Hey, Mike, do you know anything about these things, whatever Ted called them?
Yeah, anesthetic bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw George use them once. They're not really bullets, kind of aluminum dart with a needle at the end. They're fired from the special gun with compressed gas.
And the stuff's in the needle?
Yeah, it sticks in it, and whatever it sticks into goes to sleep, I guess.
You know, I got a kind of a hunch those guys are using that shack to store their gear.
So what?
Well, if their little darts just happened to get lost, they couldn't get the bear.
You mean steal them?
Just borrow them. Get George to give them back. He'd be on our side, protecting the game reserve and all that jazz.
Yeah, kind of insurance in case they don't want to play.
We can't risk letting them get Joe's bear.
Okay. Well, Ted and Kathy are talking to them. Come on.
Joe's bear?
Joe Two Rivers found it as a cub. His mother had been killed, so he fed it and he kept it alive until it was able to look after itself. And then he let it go.
Then it's used to human handling.
That's right. Even now he's quite friendly.
Oh, that's fine. Makes it easier for us.
But you can't take him. He's at home. He's among friends. We all know him. And in the fall, he goes down to Joe's place.
You're being sentimental, kid. In the fall, some guy may shoot him. Perhaps not kill him. Leave him to wander around. Injured, lame, blind, dying. We'll just put him to sleep for a couple of hours. He'll wake up in a cage. He'll be fed, well treated. For the rest of his life, he'll have no problems. Nothing to fight for, nothing to worry about.
Maybe that's just another kind of dying.
Look, why don't we just forget about these kids and get on with it? While you're gabbing away here, that bear could be moving further into the bush.
Keep out of this. Like you said, I'm the one that's in a hurry. I've got 10 days to get back to Kenya. I've got business commitments in Nairobi. That bear is the last animal on my list. If I get him, I can quit.
But it doesn't need to be this one.
He is the right size and age. I spent too much time tracking him down. I haven't got time to look for another.
But while he's in the game reserve...
Look, I tell you, it's a respectable outfit I'm working for. We're sponsored by a French state zoo. We've got government approval. If it doesn't cover the game reserve, all I have to do is go back and check further with Mr. Keeley. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make a deal with you instead.
A deal?
I give you my word, I won't touch that bear while it's in the reserve. Once it steps out, I take it. All right?
Are you crazy?
Be quiet.
Could stay in the reserve for days.
For 10 days?
I suppose so.
Okay. We'll stay out of your hair.
Fine.
Come on.
Keep quiet.
Now?
Okay.
That's the gun.
See the darts around anywhere?
Should be somewhere.
Is this one of them?
Yeah, that's one. They all in there?
There's quite a few. Check around to see if there's any more.
Are we gonna wait around till it freezes?
We're not going to wait around. That bear knows humans. It'll take food from us. And when it knows we've got food, it'll follow us.
Out of the reserve, huh?
That's right. And we're strictly legal.
It'll take time.
Couple of hours. Look, call Charlie at Pine Forks and tell him I'll give him a map reference for the truck around 6 this evening.
Okay.
Hey, they're coming.
What's going on? What are you kids up? Come here. Come.
Let me go! We gotta go!
And do what?
The help, I guess!
I don't know what Troublemaker are doing, but those guys are getting pretty tough and angry.
Well, there's 4 of us!
I don't want one of those darts in me, do you? Let's go and find Joe.
You know what your trouble is? You're a sucker for kids. The other 2 came here, got you yakking, got you softened up, got you outside, so that this pair could sneak in and pinch the ammunition.
They didn't know about it. They came just to tell you about Joe's bear.
Just taking a little extra insurance.
By stealing my equipment?
We just borrowed it. You would have got it back.
How do I know that?
Look, I'm telling you, we just wanted to make sure.
You kids are kind of enthusiastic about the law, aren't you?
Kinda.
So long as the bear stays inside the reserve, I can't touch it. Once it steps outside, because I've got a permit, it's fair game, right?
I guess so.
That's the letter of the law. I'm going to stick to it. And so are you. I'm holding you and turning you both in for attempted theft.
You can't hold us. You got no right.
Citizen's arrest, son. There's some card line on the tin. Bring it in. He's right. I am a sucker for kids. Up to a point.
That's Pike River!
Yeah, we haven't got much time.
Yeah, I know that. That guy was pretty rough with Mike. And I think they're stalling. They'll go for Joe's bear wherever it is.
Hey, remember that old canoe we stashed above Pike Rapids?
Yeah?
I can make better time with it going down the river if it still floats.
Through Pike Rapids?
No, they're okay, just as long as there's plenty of water. Let's have a look.
Oh, you can't, Ted. You know you can't.
Oh, come on. I guess there's enough water. You can hardly see the rocks. That canoe just floats.
Ted.
Come on. dry as a bone.
I wish you wouldn't. You know what they say about Pike Rapids.
Nah, that's just talk. Plenty of guys have made it. I'll be okay. You take the horses back. I'll be waiting for you.
Well, it works.
Sure, we're moving in. But it's taken a heck of a long time.
Not long now. Possess your soul in patience and open another can of sardines.
Hey, Chuck,
Yeah,
we gummed this whole thing up.
it could be.
I got a kind of a hunch that Ted and Kathy worked some deal out with them.
Well, it wouldn't have worked. They wanted Joe's bear was the right size, and that's all they cared. Now, who gets hurt?
Oh, what the bear thinks.
Joe!
How did you get here?
I backtracked. Or you like it here, or do you want me to cut you loose?
Just cut us loose, okay?
I found the canoe in the river. The one you left above Pike Rapids. It was empty.
Ted!
Probably went to get you. Thought the river was the quickest way.
Stand up. Okay?
Yeah.
Is Ted okay, Joe?
I don't know. I guess so. He can swim pretty good. The rapids aren't too bad right now. But why didn't he want to get to me so fast?
Well, two guys are trying to get your bear, Joe. They want it for some zoo in France or something.
Uh-huh. Stand up. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you tell me all about it as we go, huh?
Place of execution, huh? The last breakfast.
Don't try to be funny. It doesn't suit you.
Wait here, eh?
You can read, huh?
Who are you?
Deputy Game Warden for one thing.
You can read too, can't you?
Iwichi Nikana, Gobneg, Kana Godu, Winmin.
You're officially charging these two boys?
Any good reason why I shouldn't?
Morally, a very good reason. They thought you were in the game reserve for the purpose of taking game illegally. They tried to stop you, that's all.
I explained to them. Look, they knew darn well.
They didn't. You shouldn't have been in the game reserve at all.
That's a mere technicality. I could have arranged for my permit to cover the game reserve.
I'd have opposed that. It's a game reserve, not a stockpile for French zoos. Anyhow, these kids saved you a lot of trouble. This cable came for you. I opened it in case it might be urgent. They don't want a bear now. Some fella got them one in Alberta.
Oh, all right. Let's just forget the whole thing. But I could have given that bear an easy life. The way it is, you don't know what's going to happen to it. You don't know where it's going to be in a year's time. You don't even know where it is now.
No?
All right, my brother. They've gone.